how toppers study for ICSE Board Examination. First of all, guys, the motto of your life should be quality over quantity. You are studying for small time periods and then giving yourself break, then believe me, you'll be able to study with more concentration and you will be able to grasp a lot. Solutions and understanding the formulas will do, they will never do. You have to practice numericals and you have to practice them consistently every day. So build that in your routine. Hi everyone, my name is Ankita Singh and welcome to the platform of Physics Wala. So today we are going to talk about how toppers study for ICSE Board Examination. So yes guys, every school has that one student who is called the topper, right? That student always has answers for every question. That student always scores full marks in every test. That student is adored by teachers. So what does that student actually do? How does he study? Is there any secret books from which he is doing questions? Is he studying for 12-14 hours a day? Is he having some special recipe using which he is writing questions and getting full marks for every question? No. This is not correct, bacha. Okay? That is not so. Okay? So in today's world, guys, the good thing is that toppers are not, first of all, born. They are not toppers just because of their talent or just because of their hard work. They are toppers because they are smart and they follow certain tricks. So what are those tricks, guys? Let's discuss. Let's start. Okay? So yes, guys, first of all, the motto of your life should be quality over quantity. Okay? So it's not the quantity of hours that matters. It's the quality of hours that matters. So it's not the quantity of hours that you're studying that matters. It is the quality of the studying that you're doing in the hours that matters. Okay. So guys, believe me, if you're sitting with your books for 6 hours a day, 7 hours a day, and you're only grasping things for just 1 or 2 hours, and for the rest of the hours, you're just too tired to actually understand anything, then it's just a wastage of your time. Right? You don't need to study 7-8 hours a day. You don't need to even study, I would say, 5 hours a day. I would say that 3 hours, even 4 hours is more than enough. Why? More than enough. But yes, you have to do that every day. Every day you have to sit with your books for 3 hours. And this 3 hours is the self-study wala time. Here I'm not counting the school wala time. Right? So your aim should be that minimum 3 hours of self-study though every day you have to do. And then there are certain days where you have lots of homeworks, lots of things. So there you will have to extend your time period. Okay? So it could go up to 5 hours. Okay? So remember guys, for whatever amount of time you are sitting on your desk, that amount of time should be the time where you're concentrating only and only on studies, right? And for this, we have a very beautiful technique, guys, because it's very hard for our brain in this time period where, we have developed a tendency of getting distracted very fast due to scrolling and all that, right? So it's very easy for us to get, distracted, right? So in this time period, what you need is you need to sit and study for 30 minutes. Then you need to give yourself a break. For 5 minutes, you can give yourself break and then you should come back and start studying again. Okay? So if you are studying for small time periods and then giving yourself break, then believe me, you'll be able to study with more concentration and you will be able to grasp a lot. Okay? So remember, quality matters more than quantity. Next, guys, concept first rules. Okay, so first of all, remember, guys, if you want to become a topper, rote learning won't do. You should answer the why also. You should be able to actually grasp the reasoning behind every steps in mathematics, in physics, in English. You should be able to answer beyond what the question is even asking, right? So yes, no rote learning, guys. Go beyond that, because ICSE is famous. It's famous for asking competency based questions, for asking questions that go deeper into the concepts. Okay, so rote learning won't work, guys. Believe me. Next, we have the master the why. Yes, that's so obvious, right? From here, this is directly derived. You need to know the why. Okay, you need to study for the why. Okay, next, guys, text first. So, guys, believe me when I say this, you cannot take your textbooks unseriously, non-seriously. But a lot of people focus a lot on all the extra books and they do not focus on the books that are prescribed by the school. ठीक है, but ulta should be there. मतलब your main focus should be to complete, let's suppose, Selena or ML Agarwal or whatever book is being followed in your school, and then you should move on to the other materials. ठीक है, so remember textbooks first, guys. Finally, break it down. So there are concepts, there are chapters that are vast, right? So if you think that you can go through the entire chapter, the entire concept in one day and grasp everything, you're wrong, okay? And that puts unnecessary pressure on your mind also. Your mind ultimately starts hating studying, right? So let's not do that to our brain, bacha. What we can do is we can break down all the hard stuff into small bite-sized stuff that we can easily digest, right? We can easily study. So break down all the heavy stuff into small bites and study them consistently over some period of days, and never make studying boring or stressful for your brain ever. Okay? Acha, next, guys, we have the subject rotation strategy. So guys, there are two types of subjects. We have practice heavy subjects, then we have theory heavy subjects. So everybody knows that maths is a practice heavy subject, so is physics, right? So here we have a lot of numericals, right? And numericals need practice. So every day you have to allot some time for these problem solving skills where you solve numericals by hand. Okay, if you just think that reading the solutions and understanding the formulas will do, they will never do. You have to practice numericals and you have to practice them consistently every day. So build that in your routine. Next, we have theory heavy subjects, guys. We have English, in fact all the languages. We have SST, we have biology. All of these are theory heavy subjects, and that means you have to go through them, go through their notes every day, right? And also one more thing, bacha, you have to alternate between both of them. It's not like, if you're giving one entire day to practice heavy subjects, then one entire day to theory heavy subjects, your brain will get tired. Okay? So keep a balance between both of these. Okay? Take some time out for practice of numericals and take some time out for theory on the same day. Unless you have an exam the other day, that's different. Because if you have an exam or test the other day, you have to concentrate on the subject. But if you don't, then make sure that there is a balance between both of these. And believe me, if you have a balance, your brain will never get fatigued. Okay? Acha, next, people, we have the daily routine. What should your routine look like? When should you even study, right? So basically, dekho, this is scientifically backed, bacha, that you should study in morning, right? So if you do not have a lot of time, if you do not want to wake up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., it's fine. You can just study for 1 hour in the morning and that's just enough. Okay, 6 to 7 a.m. would work perfectly fine. Okay, now what should you do in this time? So in this time period, bacha, you should do a light revision of formulas, vocabulary, dates of SST and these kinds of things, right? So revision of all different things where you're not actually sitting down and learning things or sitting down and practicing numericals. You're not doing that. You're just revising everything, formulas, dates, small things. Okay, so that you should do in the morning block. Now there is an afternoon block. So once you come back from school, you eat your meal, you take your rest, then again you should sit down on your desk and you should start taking heavy subjects, heavy things, and you should start studying them. Okay? So here you should solve numericals, okay? And you should also be learning or mugging up hard things that are there in your syllabus. Okay? Now finally we have evening block, bacha. So obviously, let's suppose till 5:30 p.m. you are studying. Okay? So remember to give yourself a break, to give your brain a break, right? You can study for 3-4 hours consistently. That's okay. If you can do it, great. But if you can't, then you can give yourself a break, and I would suggest always give yourself a break. Okay? Then what you can do is you can go to theory and you can practice languages, SST, notes writing. For example, because wherever you have theory, you have to practice learning through theory using writing, right? The more you write point-wise answers, the more your brain remembers. So you have to do that in your evening block, everyone. Okay? I hope that's clear to everyone. Okay. Now, next important thing, everyone. This is, I think, the ultimate weapon of toppers, bacha, which is कि they revise regularly. मतलब, this is a scientifically proven fact that your brain's retention ability decreases as the days go on. Like, for example, you studied something today, right? So by tomorrow, some part of what you studied today will be lost if you have not revised. By day after tomorrow, more part will be lost. And sequentially what will happen? Things will keep getting lost from your mind. Your mind will stop remembering them until unless you have revised. So that is why, people, it is super important that you do your revision consistently. And the best day to revise, I would say, is Sunday. The Sunday reset is the most important thing. So in Sunday, what you can do is you can consolidate the entire week's learning. What all you have studied in the entire week, you can just go through those notes. You can just swipe through those numericals, those formulas, okay? And it would not take a lot of time, bacha, okay? And you can catch up on all the missed tasks as well. So Sundays are for two things. First of all, it's for revision of the entire weekly thing. Second of all, it is for catching up on all the things that you have missed. Because obviously, guys, we are not perfect, right? Our routine is not perfect. Like you will make your routine and you will break your routine, right? You will miss your classes. You will miss your study time period because of one or other thing. Because this is life. Things happen, right? But no worries, guys, no worries. Even if the routine is broken, you have your Sunday. Okay? On your Sundays, you are going to catch up on everything that you missed. Okay? So make sure to take time out on Sunday for doing these stuff. Then obviously you should have a daily recap also. This is important, bacha. Okay? So 30 minutes every night reviewing exactly what was learned. Okay? It does what? It locks that learning in your long-term memory. So there are two memories which we have, short-term memory and long-term memory. If something goes in your long-term memory, then you will remember it for a longer period of time. Obviously, right? So the key, what is the key? The key is to take all your learnings and to store them in long-term memory. And how does that happen? That happens when you revise consistently. Otherwise, if you don't revise, then everything is just in your short-term memory and you keep losing. Like 20% you lose in the first day and so on. Okay? So I hope you understand the importance of revision, guys. This is the key, I would say. Okay? Next, guys, monthly audit. This is super important. So what you'll do, you'll cross-reference overall progress with the official CISE syllabus to ensure no topic is left behind. So every topper knows the entire syllabus, to get the entire official syllabus by heart. The topper knows when he is going to complete what all topics by himself. Okay? So what you have to do after, at the end of every month, you have to audit your own progress. You have to see ki bhai, I had to cover this much. Did I actually cover this much? Okay? Am I going in accordance with the syllabus? Will I be able to complete the syllabus on time? Okay? And if you're falling behind, then that means you have to put in extra hours, bacha. Okay? Chalo, next we have pre-exam mocks, guys. So I think this is a no-brainer. Okay? Everybody knows that you need to do mock tests, you need to do sample papers, you need to do PYQs, because otherwise you are not full on ready. So make a habit of this. Okay? Make a habit of shifting entirely from learning new concepts to exam simulation and strict time management when your exam is coming near. Okay, whenever your exam is coming near, your focus should be key. Now I have done all my syllabus, I have completed everything. So now your focus should be doing problems, solving problems, specifically previous year problems, and you should do it in exam-like situations so that you make your mind, your body ready for it. Okay? Okay. Next, people, we have the secret weapon, which is not so secret. Everybody knows it. It is PYQs and specimen paper. I have already discussed it, that doing PYQs is the utmost basic yet the most important thing that you have to do, right? But yes, Yes, you should do PYQs or specimen paper after your syllabus is complete, after you are done with the entire chapter. Okay, if you are done, let's suppose you are done with quadratic equation, bacha, then you should move on to doing some PYQs of quadratic equation, because it's important to see what kind of question the board actually gives, because accordingly only then you will prepare. है ना? So after every chapter is done, make sure that you go through the PYQs, and not just 5 years, 10 years PYQs. ठीक है? And for all the 9th graders out there, bacha, okay, what you can do is you can get papers from your seniors, right? Ki what kind of papers were you getting in 9th grade, है ना? So you can get those papers and you can go through them and you can see ki what kind of questions were asked for that chapter, and you can practice likewise questions. Okay, okay. Now guys, this is, I think, enough. Acha, one more thing that I need to add, that is make a timetable. I know, sounds funny, because we all make timetable and then we break the timetable, then we make it again, then we break it again. But no worries, do that. Do that over and over again. Make a timetable, bacha. And the timetable should not be very rigid. It should not be very strict. It should just be very simple, where, for example, it should mention ki in morning from this to this hour you are going to study this, from this to this hour in afternoon you are going to study this, in the evening from this to this hour you are going to study this and revise this, on Sunday you are going to do a revision of this. Okay, now again, you cannot make a timetable for the entire year. Please don't even try that. Make timetable for every week. On Sunday, sit down, make the timetable for the week, because you know what is going to happen in that week, right? You know that there is a test of English. So just before the test of English, on that day, I need to study English. Okay? Yeah, you know that on that day, I have extracurricular activities. I'll not be able to study. So I have to shift my studying material on some other day, right? So for a week, prepare a timetable that you can follow. Okay? So it should be according to you, and it should be according to your activities planned in the week, and it should also be according to the syllabus that you have to cover. If you're far behind, you need to put more working hours. If you're not far behind, then less hours would do. है ना? But make that a routine. So yes, with that guys, I hope these all things would be really helpful for you. Dekho, none of the things that I said was some ajuba or some magical tricks. They are well-known facts, guys. Documented facts they are, right? So you just need to follow these documented facts. You just need to work consistently, and believe me, guys, you can easily become a topper. Okay? Because remember, ICSE is not there to test your IQ. ICSE is there to test how smartly you are studying, how deeply you are studying, how consistent you are. Okay. Now, for all the people that still feel कि they need guidance, ठीक है, you still feel कि ma'am, we need guidance in all the subjects. I don't know from what teacher should I study. I feel like I'm lagging behind. So for those students, guys, we have, for 9th graders, we have Victory Batch. Victory in English. Okay, this is for all the 10th graders out there. Here we are going to teach all the subjects of ICSE, that is English, maths, all the 3 subjects of science and SST. And guys, all of this will be taught to you in English. Okay? And then we have Radiant, everyone. We have Radiant in English. Okay? This is for all the 9th graders out there. Okay? So again, you will be getting live classes from India's best teachers, and you are going to get daily practice problems. You're going to get regular tests and their analysis, and so much more, guys. You are also going to get 24/7 doubt support. So you don't need to, sit with your doubt. You'll have that support with you. You can ask your doubt and get it solved in an instant. So how cool is that, right? So yes, guys, if you're looking for the correct platform, PW is that. It is here for all of you people. And that's it from my side, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.